Hello, guys. I'm Alfonso, and I will talk to you about the learning needs theory or McClelland's needs theory. Just to set a little bit of context, previous to give you more facts about this interesting topic. First, Henry Murray was one of the first psychologists to create a systematic taxonomy of human needs. First, what he saw in the beginning is a close link between motivation and personality. Then, McClelland, who was in fact a student of Murray, built a whole system of a psychological system to Murray's ideas. What he did was to connect all these three needs within a general theory of motivation. Most of the work that made by Murray is no longer under study because new ideas came after, right? But three have survived, of course. The ideas for affiliation, power, and achievement, of course. McClelland research indicated that normally individuals are motivated, in many cases, of course, based on these three needs: affiliation, power, and achievement. People, of course, is different. Different people are motivated by different factors, different drivers, right? So understanding what motivates a person can make a great difference when a manager or when another person try, of course, to improve its performance. First, I would like you talk to you about the first one of the three, affiliation. By definition, the need for affiliation is the motivation to establish or maintain friendly relationships with other people. Normally, this kind of person desire constantly the approval of other people. Normally, they like to be surrounded by other people, and they like to work in environments with when the cooperative work is very predominant. First, just to set in context, McClelland found that people which high need for affiliation have the next characteristics, specific characteristics. First, they enjoy to be with people and being accepted in that circle, and like the people around them, and they like that people who is on their surroundings like them. Okay. They prefer cooperation over competition. They are very cooperative persons, okay? And the last one, they strive to make and keep relations with a high amount of trust and mutual understanding. They like to make deep and emotional connections with people, of course. Just to say, I will set you two examples to understand better these kind of ideas, okay? Example number one. Let's say that Emily, for example, works on a human resources in a mid-sized tech company, okay? It could be another company, of course. She naturally, likes roles and tasks that could involve interacting, with other people and make positive relations with them. Okay. Of course, Emily's behavior or Emily's inclination for affiliation could be adapting to the work in several factors, right? The first one could be employee engagement activities, welcome new employees, celebrating milestone, providing support to many employees. Emily, in this case, like to be involved with other people, like to be affiliated with other people, like to make another connections with the people, okay? The second example will be, Alex works as a project manager in a marketing agency. He recognizes the importance of trust and mutual understanding of fostering product relationships with the company and with their clients. Normally, Alex's behavior fosters interaction, or manifest affiliation through several activities like active listening, feedback and recognition, active listening in team meetings. Normally people, Normally, people that behave in or like the affiliation with other people like to have feedback and recognition and to be surrounded by people. The next one, power. By definition, of course, the need of power is a need of control and influence on the behavior of other people. It involves creating or taking in charge for making an impact in the organization or making an impact in their team. Okay. People with high need of power tend to make more suggestions. They behave different, of course. Try to bring others around them and like to people who are among them to think like them. Okay, they seek normally positions of leadership, and they like to perform or like the other people that perform like them. Okay, for example. People who have a healthy need of power, of course, have the following characteristics. They like to be in charge. They strive for influence of others. They normally high power people enjoy competition, enjoy status-oriented positions. They enjoy, of course, the prestige, and sometimes this gets in the way of their effectiveness of their actual job. Sorry. Normally, with the people who has that need of power, that feels that they adapt really well to power positions, they are motivated, of course, by authority. They seek positions and they seek relationships, of course, in which they can demonstrate their leaderships. They like to be in high risk situation. They like to be in taking the control of the situation, and in some ways, depending of the job or depending of the work, they like to show their superiority in some way. If it is a job position or life position, but it could be depending of the case. I will set you two examples about it just to be more clear. Okay. Example number one. Jimmy works as a general manager at a popular food restaurant chain. In this restaurant, they have a deep understanding of the restaurant's operations, menu items, and customer service standards. In this specific case, the power position applies very well because Jamie's desire to be in charge could manifest on the role in several forms. The first, it could be on taking the ownership of the ships. For example, he is the guy in charge. Decision-making authority, he's the main guy who takes the main decision of the restaurant. And the third one, it could be really interesting because uh, he should have problem-solving skills. In this kind of environments, that are really hierarchical, a pyramidal structure, the people who is in charge must have complete control on the situation because he's handled with food. And normally under this kind of environments, showing the power, showing decisions is very important. Going to the second example to set a very clear example about power is that Mike works as a security supervisor in a reputable security services firm that provides security solutions to various clients, including businesses, events, and residential complexes. We need to identify that Mike works in a security company. So it's important to identify which company is the people working and which kind of environment needs which kind of manager, of course. In this case, Mike's desire to be in charge, of course, is to assume leadership responsibilities, leading emergency responses, and maintaining professional standards. In this case, for example, the main job is to show power, to show security over that position, okay? The next one could be achievement. For definition, the need for achievement is the need to demonstrate high performance level and high standard of excellence all the time, okay? Normally, people who have a high need for achievement are motivated by opportunities and the personal improvement to self-success. They prefer tasks that might be difficult, for example, or have a strong desire to feedback to see what they are doing, if they are doing good, if they are not doing good, and they like to perform in a best possible way, tending to work sometimes alone rather than with others. They like to show that they are good in their job, in other words. For example, just to be clear, normally people, managers, supervisors who are really, or who has, for example, this high need of achievement are individuals which desire challenging jobs over, they have some control of on the situation, or they know how to do the job. In contrast, for example, persons with low need of achievement are individuals who are more satisfied with jobs that doesn't require that high level of challenge, that perhaps are simple tasks and they are happy doing that, but they are not like high achievers. Normally a person, who is a high achiever or who is driven by achievement will take this kind of difficult task that the company needs or that position needs. McClellan saw that people with high achievement needs are different in many perspectives. And they seek, for example, personal responsibility for finding solutions to problems. They need rapid feedback on their performance. And the last one, they set challenging goals all the time. Setting an example, setting the first sample, imagine a scenario where Sarah managed an overseas operation of groceries in Costco warehouse. I think that everybody is related to Costco or knows very well this company, right? Despite her primary responsibilities focus on groceries, of course, Sarah demonstrates a proactive approach to solving problems in the entire warehouse. So the attitude of Sarah is that, of course, she must be an expert of handling groceries overseas, bringing them to Canada or sending them, to another part of the world. But she likes to be involved in the company structure, collaborating with another teams to provide them the right tools to have success. In this specific case, customer service enhancement, process optimization, cost reduction, and cross-departmental collaborations are the main drivers to Sarah's success or Costco success that make, of course, Sarah an achiever person. Okay. Going to the second example, imagine a scenario where an office supervisor named Mark is responsible for overseeing administrative tasks, such as managing paperwork, coordinating schedules, ensuring office operations run smoothly and in a regional office. This office supervisor, of course, need to be engaged with its community. He must have cost-saving initiatives, and he always have to rise the employer morale. In this case, if you note by the kind of job that the supervisor is doing, that Mark is doing, he always need to be an achiever, because in that office or in the office environment, normally there's always something else to do. So he not only has to look for its supervisor position, but he has to find another things to to look for the company's success and to achieve the overall goal. If you note, for example, these three components of McClellan have strong positions on each company, and normally people who is driven by each one of them, being achiever or being power or being with affiliation, they will bring the best of people, the best of what they have inside of them to the company, and they will try to transmit this kind of behavior to the company's success. Okay, just as a conclusion, we have to identify that all the people are different. Okay, normally, if a person is working in the government, for example, they will have a high desire for power. If a person works is working with kids, for example, maybe that person will have a high affiliation role, okay? Or if a person works for Costco or work for a private company that has overseas operations, this person, of course, will have an achiever mind. So it will depend on which company, on which environment, on which position does the person work, and will have the right behavior that will keep pushing this person to its personal goals. Okay. Thank you very much, and see you the next time.